the diagnosis arrived. Your child is autistic. And along with it came an unwanted visitor. Fear. Fear of the future. Fear of the unknown. Fear of not being able to handle it. Fear of judgment. Fear of everything. Today we're going to talk about how to transform that fear into strength. Come, sit with me. Fear is always the first to arrive. It doesn't knock on the door. It simply invades. The moment you hear the word autism, fear settles in your chest as if it had always lived there. Fear of what's to come. Fear of how the world will treat your child. Fear of meltdowns, of therapies, of sleepless nights. Fear of not being enough, of not being capable, of not being strong enough. And that fear is real. It's not nonsense, it's not exaggeration, it's not weakness, it's the most natural reaction in the world to the unknown. Every mother feels it. Every mother carries it. And you are no different. In the first days, fear takes over everything. You look at your child sleeping and think, what will it be like when I'm no longer here? You look at the future and only see a dark road with new signs, no destination. You look at yourself and wonder, will I be able to handle it? Fear of the future is perhaps the most because we've been conditioned to think in stages. First year, school, adolescence, college, work, marriage, and suddenly all these stages become hazy. You no longer know what to expect. You no longer know what to plan. And that not knowing is terrifying. But there's something no one tells you about fear. It's also a teacher. It comes to show you that you need to prepare, that you need to inform yourself, that you need to strengthen yourself. Fear, when well understood, can be the fuel for your transformation. Think with me, the fear of not knowing what to do led you to seek information. The fear of not being able to handle meltdowns led you to study about autism. The fear that your child might suffer bullying led you to learn about rights and inclusion. Fear, deep down, is a push. It gets you out of inertia. It makes you get out of bed, even when exhausted. It makes you call one more doctor, schedule one more therapy, read one more article. It keeps you moving. The problem is when fear, when it's so big that you can't act, when it whispers in your ear that it's useless, that you won't make it, that it's better to give up before even trying, that fear that paralyzes, we need to face it. And the first way to face it is to name it. What exactly scares you? Is it the fear that he'll never speak? Is it the fear that he'll suffer? Is it the fear that you won't have resources? Is it the fear of others' judgment? Is it the fear of loneliness? Take a paper and write. Get all the fears out. Because what we name, we can face. What remains loose inside us becomes a shapeless monster, much bigger than it really is. In part 2, we'll talk about how to face each of these fears, one by one, and begin to build that strength that you don't even imagine you have. If you feel fear, write here in the comments, my fear is, hey Albert, I'm going to face it. Let's go on this journey together. Welcome back. In part 1, we talked about the fear that comes with the diagnosis and how naming it is the first step. Today, we're going to talk about how to face each of these fears one by one and begin to build the strength within you. Let's start with the most common fear. Fear of the future. What will it be like when he grows up? Who will take care of him when I'm no longer here? Will he be able to study, work, have an independent life? These questions are ghosts that visit the mind of every atypical mother. And the truth is that no one has a definitive answer. But what you can do is change the what if for what now. Instead of what if he never speaks, think what now? What can I do to stimulate his communication? Instead of what if he suffers bullying, think what now? How can I prepare him and prepare the school to include him? Instead of what if I can't handle it, think what now? Where can I seek support? The future is built one day at a time, and every small action you take today is building tomorrow. You can't skip steps. You can't want answers that only time will give. Trust the process and do your part with love. Another very common fear is fear of judgment. Fear of people's looks during a meltdown. Fear of the neighbor's comment. Fear of family that minimizes or doubts. This fear is heavy, but it has an antidote. The courage to be who you are. Your child is autistic. That's not shameful. That's not a failure. That's part of him. And the more you accept this, the less judgment will affect you. Those who truly matter in your life are the people who love and support you. Those who don't support you don't deserve space. You don't need to explain your child to the world. You don't need to justify meltdowns or behaviors. You don't owe explanations. Your child is perfect just as he is, and you are the perfect mother for him, period. There's also the fear of not being enough. Fear of not knowing enough, not having enough resources or patience. This fear is treacherous because it attacks yourself. It whispers that you're failing, that other mothers are better. But let me tell you a secret. You are already enough. You are the mother your child has, and that's already more than enough. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be you, doing the best you can with what you have. Today, what you do is already enough. Your child loves you exactly as you are, and you should love yourself too. To face these fears, you need 3 things: information, support, and self-care. Information. The more you know about autism and therapies, the less space fear will have. The unknown scares. The known we can face. Support. You don't have to do this alone. Seek other mothers, support groups, and professionals who understand self-care. You can't take care of anyone if you don't take care of yourself. Set aside time for yourself, even if it's 10 minutes. Take a long bath. Read a book. Do something that makes you feel good. You matter too. In Patres, we'll talk about how to transform fear into action and how every small action builds the strength you need. If you're facing your fears, right here, I'm learning to face them one day at a time. Let's strengthen each other. We've reached part 3, and today we're going to talk about the most important moment, the transition from fear to action. Because fear, when not faced, but when we act, it loses strength. Every small action is a brick in the construction of your strength. Let's start with the simplest actions, those that are within your reach today. The first action is quality information. Instead of spending hours on Google reading scary prognoses, look for reliable sources. True information empowers. Quality information removes fear. The second action is organization. Create a routine, even if basic. Write down therapies, contacts, and rights. Having everything organized gives a sense of control that calms anxiety. Use an agenda, a notebook, or an app, whatever works for you. The third action is communication. Talk to your husband, your family, and the people around you. Explain what autism is. Often people distance themselves because they don't know what to do. When you teach, you open doors to support. The fourth action is defending rights. Learn about your child's rights. Get the reports and necessary documents. Go after therapies, schools, and benefits. Every right conquered is a victory against fear. The fifth action is connection with other mothers. Join groups, participate in communities, and exchange experiences. Nothing is more strengthening than knowing you're not alone. Hearing stories similar to yours gives you immense strength. The sixth action is schedule time to do something you enjoy. It could be a walk, a coffee, or a therapy session. Taking care of yourself isn't a luxury. It's a necessity. It's from your full cup that you'll feed your child. The seventh action is celebrating small victories. Every new word, every look, every well-slept night deserves to be celebrated. These small victories are proof that you're on the right path. They feed hope and diminish fear. Now, I want you to think about the fear that paralyzes you the most, the one that appears in the stillness of the night. Take that fear and turn it into an action. If the fear is speech, what action can you take today? If the fear is school, talk to the coordinator. If the fear is resources, seek information about benefits. Organize your finances. Every action, no matter how small, is a step out of fear. Every action places you on the path of strength. In Part 4, we'll talk about how that strength transforms into the courage to keep going and the love that conquers all. If you've started acting, right, I'm building my strength one step at a time. Let's inspire each other. We've reached the last part of this journey. There were 3 parts talking about fear, about how to face it, about how to act. Today, we're going to talk about the result of all of this. The strength that is born when we overcome fear. Remember that woman who left the office shattered, with no ground beneath her feet, without hope. She still exists within you, but she's no longer who you are. Today you are a woman who learned to transform fear into action. Today you are a woman who discovered a strength you didn't even know you had. That strength didn't appear overnight. It was built in every sleepless night, in every tear shed, in every therapy faced, in every meltdown overcome. It was built in every piece of information sought, in every right conquered, in every small victory celebrated. And the most beautiful thing is that this strength isn't just yours. It spreads to your child, to your family, to other mothers. You become an example. You become a reference. You become an inspiration. Look back and see the path traveled. Remember that first day when fear was so great it seemed you would suffocate? Today, you breathe, still with difficulty, sometimes, but you breathe. Remember that fear that he would never speak? Today you celebrate every sound, every syllable, every word. It may not be as you imagined, but it's his. It's his voice, and it's beautiful. Remember that fear of not being able to handle meltdowns? Today you already recognize triggers. You already know some strategies. You can provide comfort better. There is still difficult days, but they pass. Remember that fear of judgment? Today you've already learned that others' opinions don't define your child and don't define you. You already know who truly matters in your life. Remember that fear of loneliness. Today you have a sisterhood, other mothers who understand, who welcome, who walk by your side. That strength you built is made of all these overcoming moments. Each fear conquered is another step on your path. And look how far you've come. But there's something important. Strength doesn't mean absence of fear. You will still feel fear. You'll feel fear when he enters adolescence, when he faces new challenges. Fear doesn't completely disappear. The difference is that now you know how to handle it. You know that fear comes, but you don't have to let it stay. You know you can feel fear and still act. You know that strength isn't the absence of fear. It's the ability to move forward despite it. And that ability you already have. Look in the mirror. Look into the eyes of the woman you've become. She is strong, resilient, brave. She has already overcome so much. She has already loved so much. She has already fought so much. That woman is you, and you are capable of so much more than you imagine. Your child looks at you and sees a safe harbor. He may not say it, but he feels it. He feels your strength, feels your love, feels your presence. And that's what matters. Fear will become a travel companion, not an executioner. You'll learn to live with it without letting it direct your life. The one who directs is you. With love, with faith, with hope, at the end of this journey, what remains is the certainty that you are stronger than any fear, that the love for your child is greater than any challenge. That hope is more powerful than any uncertainty, and that together we are unstoppable. Today, to close, I want you to repeat with me. I transformed my fear into strength. I am the mother my child needs. I don't give up. I keep fighting. I keep loving. I keep winning. Now, write in the comments the phrase that represents this new you. My fear became strength, or I am stronger than any fear, or simply I don't give up. Let's fill this space with strength, with inspiration, with unity. Share this series with every mother who needs to hear these words. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell. There's much more content full of support coming your way. I won't give up on you, and you won't give up on your child. Deal. Until the next story, a kiss on the heart.